There are chemicals inside plants that get into your bloodstream, go coursing through your veins, and saturate every single cell in your body with anti-cancer, anti-disease, anti-inflammatory, anti-estrogen, anti-IGF-1 power. Every time you lift your fork to your mouth, you're either fueling with that power or the opposite, the pro-cancer power. High estrogen level, high IGF-1, high inflammatory, saturating the cells. And if those are cancer cells you're bathing, they're so happy. They're multiplying and dividing. But let's go back to the doc who does have Red Bull and hamburgers and fries and steak and eggs for breakfast. That person doesn't have any advice. So this is exactly the 1940s, 50s, 60s with smoking.
Mm-hmm.
The medical conferences were a big haze of smoke. Every doctor smoked. So you think the guy with a Camel pack, and it'd be a guy, not a woman, a Camel pack of cigarettes in his front coat pocket, your doctor, and you say, hey, doc, what do you think about smoking? He's going to say, probably healthy because, you know, John Wayne is all over the TV and the magazine posters saying you should smoke until, of course, he died of lung cancer. And Babe Ruth was a huge, got paid tons of money to be on all the ads for smoking, died of throat cancer. The Surgeon General issued that black label box warning in I think it was 67, that said smoking, you know, is dangerous to your health. Do you know, this is proven, you can go look at it, I'm not making anything up that's not trackable, especially thanks to, you know, Google. The very next week, the American Cancer Society came out with an official statement that essentially said, we don't believe it, keep smoking. And Big Tobacco had just given them a $10 million check. And there's copies of this all over. You can totally find it.
I have chills all the way down my body into my toes. What?
It was our reality. And
so what are they doing now? Can you imagine?
Well, you could just imagine it with meat, though. It's the same story.
But we look to the American Cancer Society for so much.
So let me tell you, the IARC, the International Agency for Research on Cancer, in July 2015, met in Lyon, France, as they do every year, to decide what's carcinogenic to humans or maybe carcinogenic or not. And in July 2015, their question was, does red meat cause cancer and does processed meat cause cancer? Okay. We've got 22 researchers from 10 countries looking at 800 epidemiologic studies. And this is a group that is not bought. Nobody sponsors them. So they come out with the evidence-based truth. And they said in no uncertain terms that all processed meat, so sausages and hot dogs and sliced turkey breast and chicken breast and salami, is absolutely carcinogenic to humans, same as plutonium, asbestos, tobacco, that whole list. And red meat is probably carcinogenic. Then, right now, your listeners can go to the American Cancer Society, look at what they say about that very study, the very ruling from the IARC and the World Health Organization. And what they say is that based on the results of the IARC and the WHO, we recommend that Americans limit processed meat. What? Wait, what? Why was it so hard to just say eliminate? Like, why should you
limit something that's carcinogenic?
10 cigarettes instead of 30? Well, all you have to do then is click on the readily accessible sponsor page, Tyson Meat, and many others, and a ton of pharmaceutical companies. So it's really helpful when the processed meat you're consuming, we know creates colorectal cancer and is definitely tied to pancreatic and prostate cancers and breast. And that equals a lot of drugs, a lot of surgery, a lot of money.
Wow.